Hello. Today we're going to take note 7 called factoring quadratics when it's in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. If you can recognize the difference here, now we have a leading coefficient. We're going to have a number in front of x squared that's not a 1. So far we've only been factoring when there's a 1 in front, and now we're going to change it. I'm so sorry. These type of problems are the worst. They're literally the worst. And so I have 3 steps that I would like you to try to follow. But if we have to factor one with a number in front, it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work. There's not a cool shortcut trick I have for you. You just have to guess and check and try to figure out what the answer is. So the first step I would like you to see is if you can take out a greatest common factor. So if you had one like this, 2x squared plus 6x plus 10, you would notice that there's a 2 in all of these terms, so you could factor out a 2. I ran out of room, of course, so you could factor out a 2, and then remember you divide every term, so that would leave you x squared, 6 divided by 2 is 3, 10 divided by 2 is 5, and then you would be able to factor this inside part doing the same method we've been doing already. If there's a greatest common factor and you can take it out, we should be so excited because we don't have to do this terrible process that I'm about to show you. The second step is you're going to just check to see if it's even possible to factor. The way you actually factor is you're going to guess and check. That's what the third step is. And so sometimes you feel hopeless when you're doing this work, that it's never going to work out. You're never going to get the right answer. You're never going to find the right combination. And so step 2 is just to see if it's even possible. This is an optional step. If you like to live on the edge and you don't want to try this, you don't want to do this extra step, then you don't have to. You just might not know for sure if your answer is going to come out or not. And I'll explain how to do this next time, but you should recognize this table, the factors of C. Last time it was the factors of C that add to B, but now it's going to be the factors of A times C. So whatever the A number is, you're going to multiply it by C. I'm sorry. And you're going to, you can then check. And we'll do an example. And then the last step, after you know there's no greatest common factor, we can't avoid this process. After we know it's possible to find the answer, then we guess and check. And I have triangles around the A and a circle around the C, and so we're going to find the factors of each of these, and we kind of just break it up. But let's do some. So press pause if you need more time, but let's do, I have 2 examples for us to try. First, we're going to see if there's a greatest common factor. If I look at 2 and 9, they have no numbers in common. So this is unavoidable. I do have to factor this. The second step is to see if it's even possible. So my 2 is A, 9 is B, and then this 9 is C. And so to check to see if it's possible, again, remember this is the optional step, but to check, you're going to do the factors of A times C with the sum of B. So A is 2. And C is 9, so that gives me 18. I need to think of numbers that multiply to be 18, that add to be 9. So 2 times 9 is 18, but 2 plus 9 is 11, so that didn't work. Other factors of 18, 6 times 3, and 6 plus 3 is 9. So this just means the fact that I found some numbers, these are not the answers. This just says it's possible to factor. I have a shot. So we know that I can factor it. Yay! The next step is to guess and check. And this is truly the worst. That's what I was trying to say before. I'm going to do it on a separate sheet of paper just because I already can see I'm not going to have room. 2x squared plus 9x plus 9. I just copied it over. And then what we do is I put a triangle around the first one and a circle around the next one. And I'm going to write down all of the possible